is because in Blood Bowl, if you've got more than 150,000 in your bank, it adds to your team value. So if I had 200k, my team value would be 1900 as opposed to 1850. Which is not good, obviously. You want to keep your team value as low as possible for your team. I don't give me. I've had this conversation with people in the stream before. I've got nothing against. I think the Blood Bowl on the console is a perfectly it's a fine game. People would enjoy it. Like, there's no reason not to get it on a console. I just mean that if you've got a console and a PC, and you don't really care either way, I would say get it on the PC. But if you're a console gamer, by all means get it on a console and enjoy it. It's still a fun game, either way. So he's gone 2 babes. He has gone 2 babes, okay. 2 babes. So he's Dark Elves. We're against the Dark Elves. He's got 2 babes. I wonder if he's playing an assassin. The ogre was Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think. Arnold Schwarzenegger died, I think. I'm pretty sure that our first ogre was called Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he either died or I fired him. I can't remember which.
There's the Bloodweiser.
Yeah, no, but yeah, as I say, I mean, I'm certainly not one of these people who's like, oh, consoles are rubbish, blah blah blah, PC's better. I understand the appeal of playing on a console. I've got a PS4, I play it. But yeah, it's more of a case of when games come out on both. There are certain games I'll buy on a console, there are certain games I'd buy on a PC. And for me, Blood Bowl is just easy with a mouse and a keyboard. That's a big thing. And also the fact that there's a slightly wider player base. But right, what's he got? Oh, he's got a Strength 4 Guard Mighty Blow Blitzer. We're going to have a quick peek at his team. Strength 4 Guard Mighty Blow Blitzer. Agi 5 Lineman with Dodge. Oh, blimey. Tackle Dodge. Frenzy Dodge. That's standards. Mighty Blow. So he's gone the Mighty Blow first route on a couple of his pieces. Like these guys. I mean, that guy probably rolled a double for it. So yeah, I don't think from a quick scan, he doesn't have as much block as us. He doesn't have as much guard as us. So I feel like we could be alright here. We will see. And we will almost certainly eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Right, we're almost certainly gonna. You know what? We're almost certainly gonna put one of our. I don't know. Yeah, we are gonna, because we really do need people to start leveling up. It's not ideal, but we do need to start. We need to try and get our linemen in the game whenever we can. Start getting some levels on them and see what happens. Dirty player is always going to stay on the pitch. We're going to sacrifice a little. We're going to sacrifice a little bit in the way of defence for the chance of getting some points on guys. I have been forgetting to say good luck, have fun at the start of games, which is poor form on my part. I do like to say good luck, have fun. But yeah, I feel like we're gonna, like our catcher, the catcher guy we've got. This guy, especially once he levels up, this guy's actually going to be pretty decent for us on defence. He's going to have Strength 3, block, and dodge, and he's going to have a lot of movement.
I'm thinking about what to have for lunch. Roast
yeah, yeah. You've got to get on the pitch, so people can see your glorious tash. But yeah, this catcher's actually going to be pretty decent for us on defence, and I do feel like at some point we are probably going to replace a lineman with another catcher, and give him make him like a purely defensive catcher, like a safety. Give him like pass block. Maybe, I don't know about shadowing, but those sort of skills, rather than trying to make him into a deep field threat, we'll make him, we'll give him like some pass block, some shadowing maybe, things like that. Diving tackle would be another good one. And just make him a real nuisance in the backfield, so that when we play against teams like Witch Elves, we can have a guy with a lot of movement who can cover like receivers. That would be good to have, I feel like. We're definitely going to try and do that at some point. And again, this is a situation again where I don't actually mind if he scores quickly. I really don't. It's not really the end of the world for us if he scores fast. If anything, if he's gonna pass block or pass block, are they different?
One tactic is for the intellectual elite.
Pass block. I'm not quite sure if he's got space on it or not. But
I like running down the field. So, whatever type
I don't think there's two different skills. But yeah, pass. But I think pass block is the one whereby every time someone throws a pass, your guy gets to move 3 squares to try and intercept it. I feel like that's pretty good on a catcher that you're gonna play as a safety. I'm not quite sure what else. I think diving tackle almost certainly. I mean, this Nerves of Steel guy might end up. Because this Nerves of Steel guy is obviously going in the complete opposite direction. He's going to go. He's going to go block. On normal skills, he's going to go block and probably diving catch. Maybe. I feel that would be good. Or sure feet. Or sprint. Something along those lines. Something to just make him, you know. Yeah, but as I say, that's why I would probably do it on a. You might need to dodge with pass block, but the catchers already have dodge, so I feel like it's a pretty good it's a pretty good way to build a defensive catcher. But I'll have a look at it. I'll have a proper look at it after the game. Actually, I'll have a quick peek at our catcher that we have and see what happens. Right, so we've had a stun. Nothing drastic. He's caging up over here, is he?
They must have glue on their fingers.
If he is just immediately going to run over here, pass and cage up, that's not the worst thing in the world. I feel like that's... We can definitely do some work against this cage. Unless he cages up way back there. Okay, so he's caging up back there, which again is not like the worst thing in the world for us. I feel like we could almost certainly, rather than blitz this guy out, maybe. Not sure I get that. Mighty Blow Guy. We almost certainly want to blitz with Mighty Blow Guy, but what we would like to do is get one. It's a shame we're missing our guard. It's a shame we're missing our guard guy over there. Oh, mind you, we don't need a guard guy. We just need someone to cancel out the assist. So we're almost certainly going to take you over here for the moment. We just want to block. We just want to block this guy out and try and free up the ogre. Like again, we would have liked to knock down, but that's not so bad. The ogre might not do what I want him to do anyway, but at least if the ogre goes in here, it just ties up a couple of players and forces him kind of in this way a bit more, which is all we really need. Moustache for the win, indeed. It's actually surprising that more of the humans don't have spectacular facial hair. So which do we want to go? Mighty Blow Guy. What's this? Block lineman, guard lineman, Agi 5 dodge lineman. Right, so I feel like we almost certainly need... no, we can't do that. We almost certainly need to... I would like to defend right near the touchline, but we can't because frenzy. Mighty Blow Guy is going to blitz in from this side.
Were you much of a runner on the field?
Absolutely not, chum. I stood on the line of scrimmage and my victims...
Okay, Mighty Blow Block. Let's see how we go. Ah, just a double push, which is unfortunate. But we're not going to burn rerolls. There's no reason to burn rerolls on this just yet.
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
And then we have to kind of leave a guy goes reasonably far back and see what happens. That'll be that. I feel it's because if he does this, is that one dice, two dice? Is that the strength 4 guy? Okay. So that's fine. So his strength 4 guy's gone and moved out the ogre, but there's his blitz gone, which means he can't really poke a hole here. So he either has to try and he either doesn't go very far or he goes around this way. Ah, okay. Is that how it works then? Rather than putting in the effort and training up to get better, he's too busy styling his moustache in the mirror, and that's why he doesn't have star player points. It's not a bad theory. Alright, so he's almost certainly going all the way around here now then. But again, not the worst thing in the world. The ogre just, hopefully the ogre just stands up, ties up a bunch of people again. Nope, so he's going to tie up the ogre. Okay.
That player was about to get punched above and below the belt at the same time.
So yeah, I mean, this is just a case of we just got to try and blitz with the mighty blow guy, snipe elves wherever we can.
Come on, guys, together.
Take good blocks. Not doing a brilliant job of it so far, but we get to punch that guy. Block mighty blow guy would certainly take a punt at him. Okie dokie. So you are going over here. You are going to stand up.
Should be good.
You're going to stand up. You're going to stand up. As are you. Mighty blow guy first. Yeah, what we really do need is more of these. Like, we need these blitzes to start knocking people over and doing some damage. That would be ideal. God, that doesn't help. See, oh, that's pretty painful.
Losing the title. Let's see some blood in Blood Bowl.
Dirty player guys over here. See, if we would have knocked this guy down, that is such a shame, that roll. Because if we would have knocked this guy down, we almost certainly would have just fouled him afterwards. But you're going over there. You're going over there. You're going to come down here. Hello, I'm going to 12 RJK 18. Is it alright if I call you RJK? Would that be okay? If it is, hello RJK, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you. Hope you enjoy it. And I feel like this is what we're going to do. Yeah, that double skull into both down. Like if this guy goes down, then we almost certainly just stamp on his head with dirty player. Oh, good. Well, yeah, welcome to the stream. We're having a fun little time at the moment.
The attacker has an assist.
We've done all right. This is only our second game for the day so far. Our first one went well. We had a good solid little 2-0. This one, as you can see, has only just started. We're doing all right. No catastrophes as yet, but it's not going spectacularly. But
Unity is strength.
we really do need what we need next turn. We need this guy to go down so we can stamp on him. That's what we need. Oh, not KO. Oh, an injured. Rowan, what happened? No long-term effect. Okay. Goh, Rowan. What happened? The moustache. This is what happens. This is why you should be training instead of grooming yourself. Instead of worrying about your moustache, you should be putting the hours in. You poor lad. So he's opened the hole here. But again, I don't think it's the end of the world because I feel like we can still catch him easily enough. Well, I say easily enough, but we can still catch him maybe. And even if we don't, if he scores on turn 4, that's not the end of the world. Alright, yeah. Yeah, actually someone asked me about that earlier. Was it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, wasn't it, who just got outright killed? Was that the I'm almost certain my first ogre was called Arnold Schwarzenegger and he died to a Minotaur. I played a game early on versus Chaos. And there was a guy, and he literally, every single turn, he stood his Minotaur up and headbutted the ogre. And they just got both down. And he did it like 4 or 5 turns in a row and eventually just stood up and just outright killed him. Right, this is not, again, this is not terrible. Doesn't have, yeah, right, okay, so we can't make this any safer than it already is.
Is this going to be enough to come out on top?
He's doing well with the block dice, though. I'll give him that. Go on, the injuries are really not helping. But what can you do? These things happen. Oh, right, cool. Yeah, someone did ask me about it. Someone said the ogre should be called Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I was convinced that I'd already called an ogre Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I couldn't quite remember. Cool. I hope he doesn't make this. He probably will. Like, he should make this. He's doing pretty well at the moment. He's giving me a bit of a runaround. No, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I know where it is. I just it's all right, Rowan. I forgive you. I forgive you. You stand up. You stand up. Right. We do need. You almost set. Right. Okay, what are we going to do here? We're almost certainly going to get a guard guy in here. It's just a case of which one. That's alright. We're almost certainly going to take a 2 dice there. And we've also got a 2 dice on here now. So that's the blitz we're going to take with the Mighty Blow guy. We definitely want Mighty Blow. Like, we really do need this guy to go down. This is kind of important, this one. We've been pretty unlucky with the block so far. But that's alright. And an injury would be exceptionally good. Probably going to push him this way. Okay, no injury, but a stun. Stun works. That's Dirty Play. Dirty Play is almost certainly going to go stamp on his head. You're going to go there.
Haha, here's some friends.
Like again, at this point now, we just want to try and make him roll some dice. We're going to take a block here.
Unity is strength.
Oh, all these pushes. We're going to follow him now.
He's on him now.
He's got no block, so we're almost certainly going to take this dice, take this block. And again, we would really love our ogre to actually do some damage. Which helped cheerlead. Yeah, they did have them in the first one, didn't they, cheerleaders? Mind you, maybe it's just because no one ever buys cheerleaders now. Like, maybe you do actually get cheerleaders if you buy some. 28% foul. No, okay. I feel like in that case, we're probably better off making some go for it's to get a guy over here. I mean, it's not. He can still just kind of blitz out, but this does make things a little bit awkward for him. So One cheer and one coach. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad shout. I mean, I know people that do it by one cheerleader, one coach just to win the kickoff events. You know what? There is actually, I might actually do that myself. Actually, if you come to think of it, but yeah, you're right. No one ever buys any. So, but just buying one probably wins you a bunch of kickoff events. And the extra 20k team value probably is not the end of the world. But yeah, you're right. Most of the time, people just don't buy any at all. So what we got here? I feel like we've kind of got ourselves into an okay spot here. I mean, the guy, this Witch Elf is never going to be able to hit him with any like good dice because of these guys. And this guy having tackle does make this more awkward to just run away. And this guy over here does make this more awkward as well. No problem, Ryan, man. Thanks for stopping by. It's been fun to talk to you. Hopefully I'll see you again. You have a good one. Buying a lot of fame. Yeah, I mean, I personally wouldn't go to buying the fame route. It is a shame, Rowan. It is a shame. I'm sure you. I'm sure I'll see you around. But yeah, no. Thanks for stopping by. It's been fun. It's always nice to have people who are chatty. Gives me someone to talk to while I'm playing. But yeah, RJ, I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't go to fame route. And yes, yes, Rowan, I will almost certainly be online again tomorrow. Probably around about the same time, you know, sort of evening UK time. I will definitely be about. Hell's Reach, good to see you again, man. How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. But I do understand the fame thing. The fame thing is you know, same principle as buying the one coach and the one cheerleader. When you do a lot of kickoff events. I don't think, although I'm not sure. I know it used to be a thing that people would buy a lot of Fan Factor and stuff. RJK, thank you very much for the follow. I do appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed your little goblin dance. And yeah, no, I do know there was a thing whereby you used to get a lot more benefit from buying the Fan Factor early when you made the team, as opposed to now. But first high elf game, how did it go? How did it go? Did you do high elf things? Did you just run around dodging all day, saying, "Look, oh, I'm a high elf. You can't catch me. I'm just going to score 8 touchdowns"? Or did you get bogged down in a punch fest?
Those players are very close. Sounds like a fight is about to happen. Wouldn't they be better dodging out?
Well, he's done extremely well to get himself into a situation where he could get a 2 dice block with the ball carrier. But that does mean I am going to get a block against the ball carrier now. Almost certainly. 2 dice. It's a shame this guy doesn't have tackle. A lot more gold. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, the way I do it now though is rather than buying the rather than getting the Fan Factor and stuff like that, I do tend to get the security gate so I don't have to deal with like pitch invasions and stuff. I hate all that stuff. Right, I feel like we almost certainly. This is a tackle mighty blow guy. I feel like we almost certainly. None of these guys have guard, do they? That guy has guard, but then again, so does this guy and this guy. Right. So I feel like we stand him up. We stand him up. We negate these tackle zones here. And I feel like that should give us 2 dice. Yes, 2 dice with the tackle guy. And the mighty blow. Okay. Come on then. I mean, he's got dump off, which is annoying, but we can't not block. Oh, that's such a shame. Where did he even send a ball? To that guy? Do we want to You know what? I'm going to re-roll this anyway because this guy's got. See, we've had such poor block dice. Which is a real shame, but we've got a tackle guy in here with the guard next to him. And again, I feel like we Make it hard for him to dodge out any other way. Just get tackle zones on him. This guy's here just so that he can't... You know, he would have to blitz the Witch Elf out and then do this way. Ah, well, okay, yeah. That is one of the things that people new to the game definitely... You know, it is a bit... It's not something that's necessarily... You know, the basics of the block dice is easy to explain to people, but then once you start adding in all the skills like block, tackle, dodge, guard, you know, all that stuff, then it does get a bit confusing. But you do get to, you know, you get better as it goes on. But no, I'm glad you know, drawing your first game, always good, always good. And I'm not going to take a 1 dice there because I don't want to free up all these elves for nothing. And what was he? Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame the dump off worked. But now this guy, does this guy have dump off as well? I think he probably does. Oh no, he's got yeah, he's got pass and dump off as well. So, you know, considering this guy was in tackle zones and all that palaver, it's kind of unfortunate that this worked. God blimey, yeah, pitch invasion is brutal at times. It really does like crush your team. So I feel like at the end of this, I'm still going to have at least 1 tackle zone on the ball. At least 1. Because even if he makes this block, and makes this block, I've still got this guy. Now, it's unfortunate that this guy doesn't have tackle as well, but I also think that this is not necessarily an easy block for him. Because these guys have guard. So he kind of has to make a 1 dice block here, or run all the way round, or do something, I don't know. Well, there you go. So yeah, it's always good. The best. I mean, there's, you know, when you're learning, you know, there's 2 things you just do. You just play a load of games. You know, they might not always go well, but go into it with the mindset that, you know, if I play a game and it doesn't go well, at least then maybe I'll figure something out that will make things better next game. And the good thing about Blood Bowl is it's not like a single player game. You can play a game. Play a team for a little while and then think, alright, I've learned some stuff now, I'm going to start a new team and go from there. And then just make a new high elf team and crack on again and see what happens. So it's definitely a good way to go about it. Just play and see what happens. And then if you do find, you know, if you're really enjoying the game and you think, oh, I want to, you know, learn a bit more about, like you say, cages, things like that, how to break cages. There's a bunch of people on YouTube that make really good videos about things like that. The Blood Bowl community in general is usually pretty good about, you know, having information out there for new players to try and help them along, because it is not the easiest game to learn. There's definitely a lot to it, or a lot more than you would think at first glance. Oh, all this just handing off in tackle zone. So does this guy make? This guy probably makes it with the going for it. So I assume with the re-rolls. But that's it's unfortunate, but again, it could be worse. Honestly, I would if for all my teams, as far as apothecaries go, I make the team, and if I don't get injuries and don't need to replace players, the first 50,000 I get is an apothecary, like always in every team. But then I generally play humans. There may be some other people who play other races better than me that do it differently on their teams. But for me as humans, I always do it like as soon as I can. Right, we really want this guy to go down. There we go.
That'll help the player move without risk.
Like we're doing what we can here. We're getting a load of blocks on the Yeah, that is definitely a good shout. I mean, I know there are certain elf teams you would maybe play with less re-rolls and get an Apo instead. Yeah, I am not like I don't know enough about every team to know what every team does, but I do know for me personally, I get it as soon as I can. Right, I kind of want to mark this guy up, maybe. I'm almost certainly going to blitz in here with this guy and see what happens.
Move right next to a teammate.
I got re-rolls and such. I mean, he's going to dump off again. I really need a dump off to fail, but it's unlikely that the dump off fails. It's one of them things. You can't really do much about it. We want to go. We don't want to push him out. We want to follow, get another tackle zone on the ball. And again, we get a tackle zone on the ball here, maybe. Is this guy on the floor? Right, this guy's on the floor, so we almost certainly want to try and get the ogre in here. Yeah, I mean, as I say, yeah, I mean, I don't play a lot of elves. I was actually saying on stream last time that, you know, at some point I want to try and make an elf team because I don't play them often. And I'm not really that good with them, but I would like to be better with them. And then maybe learn how to play against them a little better.
One of them should hit harder next time.
28% foul on a level 3 runner. I feel like it's risky because then it opens up this guy. So I'm gonna not do it yet. But yeah, dwarves can probably go a lot longer without the Apo. And again, it's one of them things that, you know, don't let anyone tell you. Like, I would never say that there's not a best way to build a team. There are obviously ways to build certain teams which are slightly more competitive than other ways. Like, there's a certain way that I build humans, which a lot of people would probably say is a fairly standard way to build humans. You know, you try and get your guard, you get block on your lineman. You know, it's nothing out the box or there's nothing too crazy about it. But don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't go build, like, a team with some out-there skills and do well with it. Like, you can do that. Like, I know, like one of the guys in the league. I mean, it plays a chaos team with like an Agi 5. A strength 5 long bomb strong arm chaos warrior, and it's great. So yeah, don't if you've got an idea in mind for the way you want to play or the way you want to build a certain player, then crack on, give it a go, try it, see what happens. You know, the worst thing that happens is you play it, it doesn't work out, you start again, or you fire him, get a new player in. You know, Blood Bowl lets you do that, which is good. So I'm definitely all for just trying stuff out. He's been dumping the ball off between these elves all day. I mean, it is getting to the stage though where he does need to try and, like, fortunately, all of his players are still mild. This is not necessarily the easiest thing for him to get out of yet. You know, this guy's got dump off again. I'm almost certainly going to get a 1 dice here. Probably. See, again, I can get another 2 dice here next turn. So, or at least I could before this. And the problem I'm having here is that he's doing pretty well on the injuries and we're not. The fact that we haven't really managed to do any damage to his team at all is kind of really annoying. And these stuns really don't help. Like, the fact that we're down in numbers. Like, this is kind of... Considering we're playing elves, like, this is kind of a little ridiculous. But, you know, as I say, you get games like that. It happens. I feel like we almost certainly want to block first and see where he... I'm almost certain he's going to try handing off to this guy. Maybe, but... I mean, this guy has no block or anything, so... I feel like we do this first. If he does hand off to this guy, I don't really think there's a good way for us to...
Attack the ball, Jerry. That sneaky kid will try and dump off the ball. Not that I blame him.
We will follow that in. But again, we keep tackle zones on the ball. I feel like we're going to take the 3 dice here, almost certainly. This is the dodge guy. I feel like there is a distinct possibility that if we get this 3 dice off, we might actually just try and... I don't know if we'll be able to make it all the way around. If we could get a 1 dice here, maybe it would work. We probably want to do this first because this is the risky part. Granted, the Witch Elf doesn't have block. But what we really need is a push. Right, that works for us. Now what we want to do is our guy does have block. And I feel like taking a 1 die here is about as good as we're going to get. We've got block and tackle. But the fact that, see, the fact that that is so unfortunate for us. Like, I feel like we've done all we can here. We've got so many hits on the ball carrier, and every time he's dumped off, and we've finally got it on a player that doesn't have dump off, and we double fail the roll. That is so unfortunate. Oh well. Where was it? Yeah, dodge 3+2. Unless, I mean, we might have been rolling away from a guy that had tackle. Yeah, no, the guy did have tackle. Okay, so we couldn't use dodge, and we'd already used the reroll. So I should have noticed that, but I don't feel like there was much else we could have done here. We do kind of need to hit the ball. I mean, he's still got to make some blocks here, and he can't get all the way down. I don't think he can't score yet. So I feel like we definitely have a shout of tying him up for one more turn. I mean, he's only got 2 turns left. We are going to be back to 11 players second half. Yeah, I feel like it's been a bit of a weird half. Like, I feel like we've done all right. Like, we've been getting people in around the ball. We've been getting blocks on the ball carriers. But nothing's gone quite the way we would have hoped. Like, we haven't really done any damage to the elves. They've been getting injuries on us. We haven't, he hasn't really failed any important roles. And the couple of important, that was probably the most important role we had, the dodge. Yeah. I mean, you do get games like this sometimes. I mean, it is frustrating playing against elves at times, because if they don't fail their roles, then like sometimes you just feel like, oh my god, like what am I going to do? But it's not, we've done enough this game that if we would have had slightly better luck with our dice, then we could have done well here. Like, that's not, I feel like we've played against them as well as we probably could have done. The fact that he's still turned 7 and he's still got a job on to actually score here. It's not like he's guaranteed. There is still the distinct possibility that we can get a shot on someone here. Like, again, I feel like with a couple of go for it, we can get round there. Especially if we had a jump up guy, it would help. But we'll see. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to do, and he's doing it well. Like, he keeps giving the ball to the dump off guy, and it's working for him. Unfortunately, he hasn't failed anything. He hasn't failed any passes or handoffs or rolls or dump offs or anything. So, not much we can do about that. And now this is a real problem. Right, we're in a bit of a real pickle now. You're going to have to stand up. I mean, we're almost certainly going to have to take a 1 die split here and just try and get a guy on the ball and see what happens. It's pretty risky, but... Or, not even get a guy on the ball, get a guy here. And just try and... I'm not even sure that helps, because... 1, 2... Yeah, you could probably just run this way and see. I don't know, we'll see. We're going to... First things first, we're going to go this way. We've got to stand that guy out. 2 dice upbuild there, 2 dice upbuild there. Okay. How far can this guy get? I feel like... It sounds crazy, but I feel like trying to dodge this guy over first is almost a better idea. Because if we just get this one guy over here, I don't feel like there's much chance that we... Get a guy in there, maybe. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna have to do this. Right, the knockdown helps. We're gonna follow, and we are gonna. We're gonna have to get going for it in there. And we're almost certainly like the only real option we got now. We've got no good blocks here. We almost certainly have to make a dodge in here to try and cover this exit. Oh, there we go. So we made that one.
Safety in numbers.
And then, you're almost certainly going to go in here. Like, again, with the limited number of players we've got, I feel like this is probably about as good as we was going to get it. That guy's got no guard, so we're going to take a block. We will stay. Hopefully we get an injury. Nope, stun. Okay. That's not so bad. And then we just have to try and make a dodge here. Okay, so that went about as well as we could have hoped. Like, we can't complain. We did what we set out to do. We've made it awkward for him. He has to kind of block this guy away, which is not too hard for him. But this guy doesn't have block now. This guy doesn't have guard. So the only way he gets 2 dice on this guy is to put a guy here and block with the ball carrier. And the ball carrier does not have block or tackle or anything like that. So this is not easy for him. It's definitely doable, but it's not easy. It definitely requires some more dice rolls now on his part. So we'll see what happens.
The thing about Blood Bowl is how it brings everyone together in a common joy of death. You have orcs.
I mean, suppose the other way you can do it is to, if he blitzes this guy and moves him over here, and then moves this guy down, and then punches this way, and then goes down. But either way, none of it's as simple as it could have been. So we've done all right. I'm fairly pleased with the way we've managed to try and at least contain him. And he does have to make the rolls because it's the last turn. So here we go. Two dice with the ball carrier. He has got a re-roll, but he doesn't have block or anything like that.
Not a wise place to end your
that's a shame. That's a shame. What can you do though? What can you do? I feel like we did what we could there, and all these injuries are really getting kind of annoying. I'm going to Apo that. I want a no casualty. I want to keep the blitzer on the pitch. I don't want to go down to 10 men. I certainly don't want the minus AV. Oh well. So we're 1-0 down, and now it just becomes a case of how well the first half goes. Or, sorry, how well the start of the second half goes depends on whether we're going to go for a 1-1 or go for a win. I'd like to go for a win, but it really does depend on. We would need a bunch of injuries to try and go for a win because he has subs. So, I mean, we almost certainly need a couple of casualties off the line here. I hope our dirty player didn't get, because it would be very nice to be able to try and get someone off the pitch. Yeah, see, we lost the blitzer. Look, we lost our mighty blow, one of our mighty blow blitzers to an injury as well. We've done nothing to these Dark Elves. It's kind of frustrating, and it's not like you alright, Ryan? How you doing again? It's not like we've built a team with no tackle. We've got tackle. It's just we've just been kind of unfortunate, I guess. But we will see. We will see what happens. We want to go. Where's Mighty Blow go? Right, Mighty Blow go wants to go in there. Dirty Player is going to go. Dirty Player's going to go over here. We're going to go there. Yeah, I don't really think there's no real way. I mean, maybe there is a way we can do a one-turn touchdown. I don't know. I haven't actually. It would require us to push a guy there, and push him that way. And then run a guy in there and push him that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, probably not.
Not really, Jim.
Okay, don't worry about it. We're just gonna punch some elves and see what happens.
Rampage.
Hopefully he doesn't get some.
Vision. Fill out a form and triplicate. These players have got it so lucky.
Yeah, it can be done. I mean, as I said, I'm just not very good at it. Like, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with a one-turn touchdown. There probably is a way I could have maybe made it work out here. But, alright, okay, one adjacent square. This is good for us. I'm not going to go straight in because we want to block outwards. That's Dirty Player guy. Okay. The shame. Which are any of these linemen worth stamping on? Yeah, the wrestle one. We'll try and stamp on him if we can. Okay. So first things first, Mighty Blow guy.
This is going to be decisive.
Unfortunately, it was just a level 1, a no star player point lineman. But it is always nice to just outright kill someone. And yeah, I don't doubt for a second that there was a way that I could have made that one turn touchdown. Like I'm almost certain like there is a way that it can be done. I'm just rubbish. It's the short answer. I don't quite know how I'm doing it. And we then wanna blitz tackle guy in here. You know what, we'll do that, because again, all we want is for this guy to be on the floor, and then we're going to foul him anyway, so...
Awesome.
Where's Dirty Player? Dirty Player's here. So we're just going to... Yeah. It just... Oh, when you see someone do the one turn touchdown and they know what they're doing and they pull it off, it is amazing. Like I do have to at some point I'm going to have to go have a look at someone who knows how to do, or like an article on it, and figure out how it's actually done properly. I know it involves like putting all your guys on the line. You kind of push the guy in and push your guy out and then push him up that way. Like that is the way it's done. And now we go for the suppose we go for the glory pass here. Let's just throw a long bomb at the catcher. Why not? Pass, strong arm, accurate. Never mind.
The ball flew high.
Yeah, the kill helps. I mean, as I say, it's a shame it was a crappy lineman, and he does have a bench, so it's not like. But we do get to do exactly the same thing again now. So hopefully, Mighty Blow guy actually does his job again. Like, I feel like the only way, like, unfortunately, because of the way that first turn turned out, and the fact that he's elves and got to stall for the whole first turn, I feel like the only way we realistically win this is if we just nail a couple of people off the line, proper just take them out, and then in the first, say, 3 turns of this half, we make quite a lot of distance and get a couple of elves off the pitch. Then maybe I will consider just scoring really quickly and trying to get the ball back off him. But that is really risky against elves. It's really risky. Like, my gut is telling me just go for a 1-1, but I might be a little on the risky side. It depends how it goes. It depends how it goes. I do feel like we're almost certainly going to be a little on the risky side here, though. We're gonna. Okay. Much as I would like to just load the line, I am going to kind of move a couple of players out just to be on the safe side, because we don't want him just, if he gets a blitz or anything, we'd be pretty we'd be in a bit of trouble if okie dokie.
Hey,
I feel like
how many halflings does it take to change a
I'm
candle?
going to go with this.
Lantern?
I'm going to go with this and see what happens.
So, maybe quite a few?
In my experience, it takes 6. 1 to change the candle, and 5 for me to eat.
High kick, that is always good. Yeah, we're going to go with a thrower this time, because unfortunately our catcher doesn't have block yet. That is fine.
They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich.
Oh, he's done it again. Get in there, son. Bruce. Bruce is having a... Bruce has suddenly woken up. He's like, I've had enough of this rubbish. Time to kill us some elves. Which means we can almost certainly now punch in this way. That's unfortunate. Is that... Oh, Bruce is in there. That's unfortunate. But again, we're not going to re-roll that because I feel like we're going to need our re-rolls at some point soon. Yeah, Bruce is on fire. Bruce is doing his job. At last. So Ogre almost certainly goes in here and tries to tie some people up. That would be a bonus for us. And we definitely take a 2 dice blitz in here on this guy, the Agi 5 guy. We would love to kill the Agi 5 guy. It's a shame we don't have our tackle blitzer over here, but we'll just have to see what we can do. That works.
At the same time.
Oh, get in there. Right, KO as well. So we're looking good. We're cooking with gas. Cooking with gas now. We're going to tie... We're probably going to tie... actually, no, we're not going to base anyone. We're going to make it so that... And we're almost certainly just going to form a cage over here. I would like to have got that guy over there, but he's movement busted. Unfortunately, Mr. Dirty Player guy. Right. So this is not a bad start to the half.
This player is certainly the best choice for this action.
Yeah, that's it. Get the guy that injured the beautiful moustache. How dare you, you elven scum! Right, well this is not bad. This is not bad. That is definitely... Things have definitely picked up from the first half. Like in the first half, we got all the injuries and he didn't really mess up any rolls. But this half, hopefully, the dice have started as they mean to go on, and we're in for a good run. That's good for us. Is he going to re-roll it? Burn a re-roll? He is. Okay, and there you go. Right, so he's used his blitz and his re-roll's gone. That is definitely solid for us. That guy has guard, but these two don't. So we can almost certainly get 2 dice blocks in here, which is nice, unless he commits even more elves. that moustache is certainly more impressive than my facial hair. My facial hair is this is just a constant. It's just the way it goes. Unfortunately, I've got no hair on my head, but loads of hair on my face. That's just the way it works for me. It's just the way I was built. God, that's a result. Not that I'm complaining. It is what it is. I don't let things like that worry me. But yeah, no, it's been like this for a while now. I would kind of keep it clean shaven, but every time I shave it, it comes back in a couple of days anyway. So I just, I got bored of doing it, and I hate shaving properly. Gets on my nerves. Crimson Ghost, man, welcome back. And you bought the game today, sweet. Any ideas as to Yeah, you know what? The last couple of years, I've got a little bit of white in it, which I actually don't mind. I quite like it. It makes me feel all distinguished. Bit of white in my beard, I feel all distinguished. Makes me smarter somehow. But yeah, no, yeah, you got any ideas as to what team you're aiming to play for? Aiming to play first? Skip. That's a shame, but to be fair, the Ogre's been pretty good about not boneheading lately, so we can't complain too much. That's unfortunate. Follow. One dice in there, maybe? Oh, I got block. I feel like we take a one dice in there. Our cage is still pretty secure.
I call that a tie.
And then, right, what are we doing here? We got guard. We got no guard. We got a guard there. So we're going to attack the guard guy. So I feel like what we're going to do is we want the cage to... Which way are we going to do this first? Right, we're going to put a guy here. We're almost certainly going to blitz the guard guy and then probably move the cage back to here. So I want to move these guys up first. And I almost certainly want the catcher on this side now. Yeah, you get that some. So this, like, it's why. To be fair, fortunately, I've got to say, like, on the whole, we haven't had a real bad run of matches at any point since I've been playing these humans. Like, we've had the occasional crappy game. Don't get me wrong. We've definitely been pasted a couple of times. Actually, I've kind of messed this up. I was meant to. The stun helps. I was kind of meant to blitz and then get a guy here. So now I'm almost certainly going to need to take a one dice somewhere, which is not good. Yeah, because this guy boneheaded and lost his tackle zones, which leaves this reasonably open. Alright, so I feel like we take a one dice blitz with a reroll. It's not ideal, but... And it's kind of risky, but we've got to kind of do it. We definitely don't want the skull. Double skulls. Crap. Never mind. Never mind. This is one of them games where I feel like we're fighting against the dice. Like, they kind of be a little bit nice to us, and then they just like, well, you've had your fun, get down. I was talking about this before on another stream. Humans, I feel like, if you're reasonably new, are a great way to start. They mainly because one, they have access to a lot of different skills. Like the blitzers have got access to strength. The catchers have got access to agi. So it's good. It's a good way to learn the game because you get a lot of different skills and a lot of different positional players, and you can see what a lot of them do. And also, because they're not particularly spectacular at anything, you learn to play against teams that are slightly better at you than certain stuff. So when you're playing against like bashy teams, you learn to kind of move around them. And when you're playing against elves, you try and learn to, you know, stop them from just running around you. So I do like humans as a start team. I'm almost certainly, the plan was originally, I'm almost certainly, probably, I haven't quite decided when, maybe after this game, maybe after the next one. I'm almost certainly going to play some dwarves today. I've had a dwarf team sitting there on a brand new dwarf team sitting there for a while, which I haven't touched. So I might have at least one game on them, just for a little change of pace. And at some point in the future, I'm going to make another Bretonnian team, just because Bretonnians are ridiculous. They're kind of fun in a strange way. Like when you first make a Bretonnian team, they're really good. And then as they level up, they get worse, which is really odd, but that's just the way they go. So we'll make a Bretonnian team and see what happens. Stun is unfortunate. Fair enough. Did you get the console version or the PC version, Crimson? So is he gonna? He certainly can't blitz. If he blitzes in there, I'm almost certain that's uphill. Like, did he use a blitz already? No. Has he got a spare player somewhere that I don't know about? Oh, okay. So he's gonna dodge out and blitz that way. Okay. Has that guy got guard? No. So that's not two dice anyway, is it? Okay. Oh, and he's got a straight up pow as well. Oh. Oh, right. Fair enough. I'm cool. Like I've said before, like either way is good as far as I'm concerned. God, that is so unfortunate that he just straight up rolled one dice pow. That is depressing. Right, now we might be in a bit of a pickle. Let's see. Let's see what's what. Let's see if this is really risky. This is a really risky first thing to do, but this guy doesn't have block. And all I want is a push. If I get a push here, this guy's going off the pitch. And I feel like I'm going to take the risk because I want to get rid of some elves. I'm having one of those games. Right, okay. We're fine with this. And you will follow.
That's quite nice. Even Cinch would struggle to untangle that.
2 dice uphill. Is that because of the guard guy? No, why is that? Oh, is it strength 4 guy? Okay, that makes sense. So maybe we do guard guy. That's unfortunate. There is no real good way for us to... Unless this works out. Go push. That guy... Nah, see, this guy's got no block either. But there's almost certainly a way to do it. And I would love to serve this strength 4 guy. You know what, we're going to do it. We're going to do this. There we go, there's a POW. That's a pretty good result for us. And we're going to go... And we're going to go in here. And we're going to follow.
Look at all those players sitting down on the job.
Right, and this is going to be 2 dice uphill. So I'm not so worried about that yet. It's going to be 1 dice with block. What I really want here is a push. That works. God, we are being particularly risky with this. We're going in this way. Well, we're going to clear out the ball enough to get... Oh, that's such a shame. But... God, it's a shame that he didn't get injured there. But what this means is that now... I mean, this is really risky. But I think it's worth it to get rid of a strength 4 guy with guard and mighty blow. Almost certainly. Like, I feel like... I just feel like this is so worth it. So we're going to do it.
That's a good place to be.
And we've got a reroll. Right, okay, here we go. Oh, see what I mean? Look, we've got to reroll it. We need this strength 4 guy off the pitch. There we go. Off the pitch. Get off. Get gone.
The fans seem very...
No, no injury though. Oh, it's such a shame. Right. And now we go for the pickup, I suppose. And then it's just a case of where do we want to end up with a ball. I think we probably just stay here. I'm gonna leave it at that. That's about as good as we're gonna get there. Like again, like he can surf this guy. Yeah, I mean the catcher can get surfed. Like I knew that going into it. But in order to this catcher is actually a strength 3 catcher, and in order to do it, he has to somehow negate both of these assists to get 2 dice on him, or to get even 1 dice on him, should I say? So it's not the easiest surf, and because this guy's stunned as well, it helps. So it's certainly not the easiest surf. Certainly not. And if he stands this guy up, this guy gets surfed. And if he doesn't stand this guy up, the catcher's got a nice little gap to get round here. So I feel like it was all right. Brett's a fight, yeah. Yeah, the thing about Brett's, like I've probably said this before, but it's not like Brett's are fine. And yes, I get what you're saying about make sure you level the blockers because they're the ones that help you with the touchdown. The problem I have with Bretonnians is this: the blitzers don't get strength access. Hold on, I got to watch this. This is another 1 dice. That's fine. We can live with that. Is he going to re-roll it? Got to re-roll into a skull. God damn you! All right, so he's rolled the POW, but he's burned his re-roll again. Never mind. Again, that could have been a lot worse for us. You know, that's not a bad bounce. I'm not going to complain too much. But yeah, the problem I have with Brett's is the blitzers don't get strength access unless they roll doubles. So your blitzers end up with a load of weird skills. And not to mention the fact that they've got catch already on all of them, which is like, you know, it's just a weird skill set. And then the other thing is your blockers do get strength access. So they're the guys that you want to get mighty blow on and stuff. But they have wrestle, which is a bad skill to have with mighty blow and things like that. So it's all a bit... It's not the players themselves that are bad, it's just that they have a weird skill setup, which makes life awkward for you. Right. Turn 12. I do. Unfortunately, I don't feel like we've done enough damage to these elves that we can afford to maybe score quickly and see how it goes. I would love to. But I'm not sure. We shall see. Is he going to bonehead again? Nope, he's not. Okay. That's good. We're almost certainly going to... What's this guy? We're almost certainly going to stamp on this guy, I feel like. So we will try and get... We'll get you back in there again. I don't think it helps too much, but we'll get you back in there again. Dirty player can stamp with a go for it. The catch is almost certainly going to go down here for the deep threat, I feel like. We don't want him hanging around by the sideline. You know what? You know what? It's not. It is not the. It is not the safest play in the book. It's almost certainly something I would not recommend. But I actually feel like if we can score next turn, if we get a good chance to score next turn, I'm going to do it, and then we're going to play. We're going to play for a win. No draws here. We're going to play for a win and see what happens. That's the way we are going to go from now on. So you get 2 dice, which you're almost certainly going to take. There we go. Go on. We need these. We need these to turn into injuries. We need these to turn into injuries. That's the problem we're having. You're certainly going to pick the ball up. You, Mr. Guard guy, are going to go. You are going to go here.
Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
Unity is strength.
Oh, the double skulls. Oh. Let's stay.
Guy will never fall.
Okay, well, there we go then. I feel like I'm not sure if there's any great way to make this safe.
Good catch. Hello,
I feel like we're going to leave it there. You're going to take the 2 dice in here. There we go. And you can try and make a go for it and a cheeky little 72%. Let's see how we go.
He's dead.
Ooh! Get out of here! Get out! Oh, what did he get in the end? He didn't. Oh, missed X game. He re-rolled it to missed X game. Oh, and I got sent off. But never mind. You know what? At this point in time, I will take that. I will take the dirty player for the runner. That is I feel like that's a decent trade for us. Oh, that was pretty hilarious. I love it. I love it. I love it when you stumble someone with dirty player and it works. So how many players would he have next half? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He'd have 10. And he's perfectly capable of scoring with 10 really quickly. Like, that's not a problem for him, I don't think. Unfortunately, he just keeps making all these dodges and then knocking the ball carrier down, which is really annoying. Like, he has guard, but so do I, so that's not... He can't get 2 dice there. But, like, I think twice he's made... like 1 dice blocks on my ball carrier, who does have block, and he's just straight up powered him both times. Again here, it's like, yeah, let's make a load of dodges and... Oh.
The fans will love it.
He's done it again. I mean, he's done well to get his 2 dice, and I don't necessarily begrudge him making all the dodges. I do wish he would actually have to make a re-roll at some point, though.
You can do a lot of harm.
And again, but again, for all my complaining, sometimes you do have to accept the good luck you've been given, and that is not the worst bounce for us, because it means if we can just clear this one guy out, then the thrower can stand up, pick it up, and hopefully pass it downfield. But yeah, he's gonna have 3. He's gonna have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, he'll have 10, and we'll have. We're gonna have 10 as well. Maybe 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we'll have 10 as well. So Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. Like a lot of the time, I don't like. It's not a case of I want him to. I think he should fail the dodges. I don't think he should fail them. That's not like I understand it. It's actually fairly reasonable for Elves teams to do this. I've seen it. I've said before when I'm playing Elves, like you see him do a lot of dodges, and people are like, oh my god, they do. But they should actually be able to do most of it. I mean, even this is awkward, but not impossible. Like I would hope he would fail this because he's got no reroll left, and not that it matters actually because he's got dodge. But I would hope he would fail that. But you know, the thing with Elves is sometimes you get a bit down about the fact that if they go a whole game and they don't fail any dodges, then you're like, oh, I kind of wish he would have failed like 1 or 2. But yeah, no, it's not ridiculous. And as far as after this game, Rowan, it's going to be we're definitely going to be playing again. It's just a case of whether we want to play, more humans or maybe the dwarves. Again, this is risky, but if I'm going to play for the win. Oh, we've made a balls up there. I got greedy. That's my fault. I can't complain about that. That's my own fault. I knew that was greedy, and I knew it was a risk, and I did it anyway, and I paid for it. And now I'm screwed. That's such a shame. I thought, I've got 2 dice and I only need a push. And then I can surf him. And then I can do this stuff. And Blood Bowl said, no. I've told you that you should not do the risky stuff first. I thought you knew this by now. And it taught me a harsh lesson. I was saying earlier on that, God, see, stuff like this. Blocking with a ball carrier. Again, that's not. You know, again, I can't complain. I wouldn't expect him to fail this or mess it up. It's not that he should mess it up. It just would be nice if he did once in a while. But yeah, now I'm pretty dicked, to be honest. I've kind of made the balls up, and he's kind of run away with this. You're right, DK. How you doing? I'm good, man. I'm having a good day. Or at least I was having a good day until I just made a complete and utter balls up with that. But it happens. But yeah, as to what I'm doing after this, I'm almost going to have another game with the humans, maybe a game with the dwarves. I haven't played dwarves yet. As far as the Wood Elf team, I think definitely at some point in the near future, we're definitely going to make a new Bretonnian team because I do like playing Brets. They're not the greatest team, but they're fun to play. And I am going to make an elf team, either Wood Elves or Dark Elves. I think I'll probably do Wood Elves just because. You know, you tend to get a lot of Dark Elves. Dark Elves are probably the better of the Elf teams, I would guess. But I'm going to do Wood Elves and see what happens. That actually helps me, because it means I can maybe get a block on this guy. I don't know. Oh, that is... I mean, again, like... You've got to feel a little unlucky that with the 2 dice you didn't at least get 1 push or 1 down or whatever. But... it is an unnecessary risk which I should not have taken. So we can do a block, but it means negating this assist somehow. So which way do we want to do this? Is there an easier way? Could he get that? He could get down here easily enough. That would mean... see, again, like, this is a risk. Throw in the block with the ogre. The reason I'm going to do it is because I'm an idiot. That's why I'm going to do it, because I'm an idiot. And what I should have done is just punched him with the jump up guy and not been a complete fool. But because I'm an idiot, I'm gonna make the block with this guy so that I can run in here and negate this assist and then run round and get a 1 dice block. God, I'm such a plonker. Oh, and he's boneheaded as well. God damn it.
No, he's not.
See, this is an object lesson for everyone playing Blood Bowl. This is an object lesson. If you do stupid stuff, like I have done these last 2 terms, you will get punished for it. You get punished for doing stupid stuff. It's all gone horribly wrong. Right. As this guy... oh, I don't know what to do now. I really don't want to go 2 dice uphill with no reroll. So I feel like I'm almost certainly going to have to make a re-roll. Or make a dodge. So, you know what? You're going to come... You're going to come down here. Ah, you know the other way I could do it, actually, thinking about it. I could take a 1 dice here and try and get a push. There we go. Right, that works. That works. Whew. You are going to... You got guard as well, right. Now I might get me 2 dice here, actually. That was a much better way. I should have done that the first time. 1 going for it, 2 dice block. And we've got tackle. Come on. You know you want to be good to me. There we go. Right. So we're still in with a shout here. We're still in with a shout. I mean, there is the distinct possibility that he just dodges away, does elf bullshit. But we're in with a shout. We're gonna do that. We're gonna follow there. You're gonna come over here somewhere. I would love to be able to count it out, but I'm running out of time. And you are gonna dodge over here. Oh, he's made it. There we go. Right, that went as well as it could have gone after me being ridiculous. That. Whew, that is how you get yourself out of the pickle that you have put yourself into. I dug myself a big hole. And I jumped in it. And then at the bottom of the hole, I found a ladder. And got myself out again. That's the way. That's what happened there. That's the way that went. Again, like he could. There is the distinct possibility that he just makes a bunch of dodges, blitzes 1 guy, picks the ball up and runs off because he is elves. But there we go. There we go. Right. Get in there. Right, now. Can the thrower get... Right, thrower can get to the ball. So we need this guy gone. This is what we need. We don't have block there. We do have block here. But that's only 1 dice. In that case then, all we need to do... We are going to blitz first. We want to blitz. We just want this guy out the way, gone. Get out. Oh, the push.
At the same time,
following now.
he's looking rather smug for remaining upright. Pride comes before a fall.
How many dice is that? 1 dice. So, can he get... He can almost certainly... Can he get round there without going for it? Okay. Well, we're going to do this first. Like, this is what we're going to do. I feel like if we get the ball... going for it as well on a pickup. I would so like to be able to... If I get a push here, then that screws this up, but we can't risk it. So we're going to have to make the going for it, unfortunately.
The team had possession.
Oh, he's done it.
We call that a pleading pass. The coach is pleading that the pass will kick off a last play and save his skin before full time.
I love it when a plan comes together. All planned. I knew exactly what I was doing for the whole time. I always knew that things were going to work out this way. Oh, glorious. We're going to push him in this square and we're going to stay. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it seems like a really like why would you do that pass? Like, it really does seem like, oh, it's a crazy pass to do. But our thrower has actually levelled up amazingly well. Our thrower has both strong arm and accurate. So he gets to make a long pass with a +1, and then he gets another +1 for the accurate. So he didn't actually need... Yeah, he only needed a 3+ for the pass and a 3+ for the catch. So it looks like crazy, but he can actually do that pretty well. So yeah, we have nicked it. We have nicked the draw, which I am actually pretty happy about, because we made some horrific mistakes in that game. It went very badly for us. Loads of injuries. Oh. Now we do have to be careful here, because he is elves and he can. There is almost certainly a way that he can 1-turn touchdown. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure there's a way he can do it. So I suppose I'm just going to do my best to make sure he doesn't.
It's Time for one of
Can
the
we get a
squads to
replay on
step
Goblin
up.
TV?
Real
Does it do that in game? I don't know. I think I'll almost certainly. I had one. Yes, to be honest, actually, that is the second time in as many days that we have had. We had a game. 1-2, 1-2. I'm pretty sure we had a game against Bretonians where we ended up with like a double dodge pick up pass to nick a draw in like the last turn of the game. And I feel like this is how we're going to go. It's been good. This guy's been a good guy to play against. Actually, he's been a fun guy. It's always nice when someone says, "Oh, you know, someone does." I've had people before where like they've had a really good game against me, but we've somehow managed to nick a draw, and they've just got really unhappy. They're like, "Oh, you're lucky," and like, well, yeah, I might have been a bit lucky at the end, but you was lucky at the rest of it. A Blood Bowl related song for the people. Unfortunately, I don't. It's nothing personal. I've got it that you can't post links in chat just because I'm a big fan of consistency. So I know the stream's only tiny,
Touchdowns are coming.
but the plan is to be doing it for a long time. And I figured I'm just going to start as I mean to go on. So, but you're more than welcome to give people an idea of where they can go. Is it a YouTube thing or is it a? You're more than welcome to try and tell people where they can go and have a look for it. You alright, Quick Joy? How you doing, man? Good to see you again. I did have someone ask me the other day actually about a link, and again I'd say to it, it's nothing personal. It's just I feel like I'm gonna start. I like to be consistent. I'm gonna start as I mean to go on, and as much as I do want to make everyone happy who's watching, I'm just going to stick with the no link policy. Rogue, I'm more than happy for people to do stuff like that and say, you know, I found this thing. If you just do a quick Google search, you'll find it. But yeah, how you doing, Quick? You alright? Doing alright today? Good to see you back again. You have, if you've literally just joined, you've missed kind of a second half that's been interesting to say the least. It's been very up and down. It's been
attacker has an assist.
It's been me doing my best to drag the humans down, and then the humans lifting me back up to greatness, and nicking a draw. That's what it's been. To be the dirty Quick, you have done work for me since I got you in as a lineman and gave you dirty player. You have done absolute work for me. You've killed someone. Yeah, even DK doesn't get to link stuff. No one gets to link anything. Just as I say, it's nothing personal, and I don't doubt for a second that what you're trying to link is perfectly harmless. I just think, oh, look at this. This is, don't you just hate to see this kind of thing happen? The player was not found. Damn right the player was not found because he's dead. And you gave him MVP anyway. But quick, as you asked, how you're doing with your dirty player. You got MVP, which is fine. You actually killed someone. But yeah, you've actually been doing a lot of work for me. Since I got you in gave you dirty player, you've been doing well. Most of the time I've sent you off to kick someone, you've done a job. So it's going well. I don't think we got no level ups yet, but we are getting very close. It's a shame Sam got on this next game. We are at the stage now where we are desperately trying to get some points on these extra linemen that we've brought in. To level them up. So yeah,